Hello, everybody. Welcome to Popcorn Planet, powered by Fandom Wire, and we have a Fandom Wire exclusive. This came from FandomWire.com. That's who gets this exclusive, and I'm happy to report it. There will be a Jason Bourne reboot. We got a casting grid. This is how sort of this works. These are production documents that get to us through reliable scoopers, and this gave us some information about a Jason Bourne reboot that is currently in the works. We know the director, the writer, and that it's a reboot. Specifically, a reboot of the Bourne franchise with a new intelligence team and a younger male character at the center of the story. That's what we know. The lead is a male, age 30 to 35. There is not a actor attached to this yet, but it mentions no mention of Matt Damon or Jason Bourne. Just an untitled Bourne project. Now, remember, they did this before. Obviously, they did this before with the Bourne Legacy, which you guys may recall, which was... they tried to reboot it with Jeremy Renner coming back to sort of take over, directed by Tony Gilroy. And then they came back and did Jason Bourne, where Paul Greengrass came back to return sort of his trilogy based off the film that was started by Doug Liman. So this film has had a lot of history. Who would come back? Who could come back to make this interesting? Well, David Leitch is who they have on this grid as someone currently set as the director of this project. Now, it's not listed anywhere officially yet. This is exclusive, again, from Fandom Wire, breaking this to you, and obviously things can change, but this is a reliable source. If you don't know David Leitch, he is the co-director of John Wick. He did it with Chad Stahelski, and then he went off to do Atomic Blonde with Charlize Theron, as well as Deadpool 2, and then Hobbs and Shaw. So he's pretty in demand. Even Hobbs and Shaw, which wasn't my favorite. I wanted to like it even more. Just debuted on HBO. If you guys haven't watched it yet, you can go watch it. But he's very in demand. This would be a project that would kind of make sense. And seeing his fighting skills go there, I kind of like that. I went through and tried to find, did he do any Bourne? He did. He did stunts for Bourne Ultimatum. And so he has some Bourne experience already. So that would make it a little bit more interesting to see him come in and take over the franchise as a whole. But the fact that he was a stunt performer for one of the films and now could come back to direct. He also did Bourne Legacy uncredited. I wonder if he was Matt Damon's stunt actor. He was Keanu's. He was a lot of people stunt actors, so that would make sense. But to have him come back is definitely interesting. It's also now reported exclusively here, Drew Pearce is writing the script. Now, Drew Pearce worked on Hotel Artemis. He wrote, directed, produced that film, which I didn't hate. Did you guys see that one? I saw it in theaters. It was okay. Interesting cast, interesting idea. Wasn't my favorite. He also wrote Iron Man 3 with Shane Black, and he wrote Hobbs and Shaw. So that would make sense why he might be attached here with David Leitch. And then he did the story for Rogue Nation, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. If we go through his writer credits, it was Iron Man 3, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation story, and then Hotel Artemis. He also did Hobbs and Shaw screenplay, and he wrote the uncredited Iron Man 3. I don't know how that works. He gets the Lego Adventures credit for it, and then obviously some TV shows and stuff that he's worked on. But none of this is officially out there yet. This is all, again, exclusively for you guys here first. Like I said, the last time we've seen a Bourne film was in 2016. And then before that, they tried to reboot it with the Bourne Legacy without Matt Damon, and it didn't work. So what do you guys actually think? Do you think they could pull this off? Are we over this franchise? Is this sort of a silly franchise? There's no other real information to read from this. It does say the producer is Ben Smith, executive producer Bobby Sleeth. That's who's set on this project from Universal Pictures. What do we think? If we're going to come back and do Bourne, do you want it with Matt Damon? Do you not care? I want to hear your thoughts down below. This is an interesting development. It makes sense. It's been a while. We obviously want to reboot things, especially with all the streaming things that people are working on. It would make sense that you'd want a Treadstone show, which I think they did work on, and then it sort of fell apart. So interesting developments here. Tell me what you think down in the comments. Who would you want to see play a Jason Bourne type, the younger new member of the Bourne team? Or are you checked out and you don't care? Fair enough if that's the case. But share your thoughts down below. Hit that subscribe button. I got so much coming soon. In fact, another couple scoops that you're not going to want to miss. So be sure to subscribe. And also, Hugging the Cactus. It's debuting tonight. If it's not already there, it will be soon. So please go subscribe and watch our new episode with Richard Hatch, Survivor winner Richard Hatch. It's a fascinating conversation. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Be back with more very soon.